How to create a work order. So I'm going to go through a few different reasons why we would be needing a work order kind of in this video as well. So let's go ahead and start. There's a couple different ways how you can create work orders. You can come over here on the right hand side, also where you could create lead and then create work order. Those are going to be the two main things that you're going to use over here. Or if you wanted, you can go to a current residence account. Let's use Emma again, Emma Hastings, and then you can go to maintenance, and then you can also create work orders here. There's a few different ways you can get to it. So like I said, you can go to maintenance. Let's see, work orders. You can see current work orders right here. So like I said, just kind of overall, there's different ways to get to see the current work orders, to make work orders. But let's just go ahead and go back to the dashboard, which is your home page, and click create work order. So as you can see, there's going to be create a, and then you can either do work order or make ready. So make ready is going to be when someone is moving in midterm. So say our leasing term is from August to July, and they want to move in May. So you can do a make ready, and then you're going to put in the unit, and then from there you're going to just put what unit it is and what needs to be done to get it ready. So work order, let's go back to this. We'll put a resident, let's do Emma again. Emma Hastings. And then, okay, so from here, you're going to have the permission to enter, yes or no. Some people already have it marked in there if they do want, if they do not want the maintenance team to enter, they will already have it checked no. If they are in the office and they're telling you they don't want you to go in, then you would click no. But a majority of the time it's just going to be yes. If they have any pets or any other details that maintenance will need to know before going into the apartment, that's where you're going to put it right down here in this entry notes. And then, so this is going to be where you're going to put in all the information. So you're going to have everything from location to description and then the priority. So if you wanted to, let's say, if there was an emergency, we'll do leaks as an emergency. So we could do emergency, location, we could do kitchen. Say there's a big leak in the kitchen, you could go down here to plumbing, I believe. Plumbing, so you could do that, and then say the sink plumbing is broken and there is a large flood in the common area. And then you would go ahead and click 1 to print it out, and then there's going to be the maintenance basket where you're going to put that. You would create the work order and then make sure you change that to emergency, and then you would call maintenance to make sure that they know of the situation going on. If there is any other issue, if you need to know what an emergency work order would be, you can go to your binder and look at some of that information. Usually it's going to be a general problem, and then you could do common area. So basically, depending on what the situation is how you are going to put it into this little area right here. Always print out copies and then put them in the maintenance basket. And that will make sure that maintenance, knows what's going on. Also, speaking of work orders, we will go ahead and talk about the one work order that is kind of reoccurring, that a lot of people don't know is kind of not a work order. It could definitely be a work order, but for people's own personal toilets, we do not just plunge a toilet for free, I guess you could say. So everyone, if they call and they say, my toilet isn't flushing, it's clogged, and you should always let them know. I just want to let you know there is going to be a charge if maintenance just has to come up and, plunge your toilet for you. I always tell them, it's going to be a lot cheaper for you just to go and buy a plunger and do it yourself rather than having maintenance come up and do it and you getting charged for it. Obviously, if they're like, oh no, it's not clogged, something is just genuinely wrong with it, that is different. So, they wouldn't get charged if there was an actual issue within like the machine workings, I guess you could say, of the toilet. But if they just have to plunge it, that's where it's going to be that fee that they're going to have. All of this can be found in your binder. So if you do need to ever go back and kind of look at this information, you can always use that as a reference. But yeah, that is how you put in a maintenance request or work order.